Welcome back, Love Stylers. I'm Misty. Today we're going to be talking about why would anyone in their right mind go on a carnivore diet? Well, the quick answers are because you have no other choices left and you've tried every other diet. Another reason is you want to keep all of the muscle you have built up in your body and you want to lose the fat. Number 3 could be, for me, staying away from sugar and addictive substances of all types, including alcohol. Yes, I said it, and other medications. If you are lazy, this is a great diet. If you don't want to measure things, this is a great diet. If you want your cellulite to disappear faster than any other thing you've ever done in your life, I promise, you might want to consider the carnivore diet today. But the real reason is this: because you may be a functional food addict, like most of us, and you may be consuming what is in our foods. We do not have control over what they put in our foods, so you don't want to be eating anything in a package. When you stick to, like me, I do a 90% carnivore diet, which leaves a little bit of room for some natural items like dates, dark chocolate, coffee, and a couple other little things a few times a year. I'm talking like quarterly, like on your birthday, if you have a piece of cake. Because I am a human being. This is eating meat, dairy, and eggs first on your dinner plates before anything else is considered. And this may be your only choice if you are unwell or have become unwell, like a lot of us have. See, I'm 52, guys, and I had cancer recently. Yeah, I can't believe it either. But I feel like if I was not on carnivore, I would either be still an alcoholic, dead, addicted to some other medicine, or I just might be dead from the cancer that I feel the carnivore way of eating has helped me to beat, which I did. I'm not going to pull up my shirt and show you my 6-inch scar right now because about 2 months ago, it was really bad. But I'm getting there, guys. So I want to do everything naturally. If you're anything like me, keep listening. So I lost 55 pounds in 8 sizes. I've been on the carnivore diet, I think it's almost 5 years now. I can't even remember how long it's been because this is a way of living every single day. This is just the way I live now. Of course, I include all of the important things, a lot of sleep or plenty of it. I like 7 hours. 7 hours is my favorite spot. I include daily exercise of some type, very mild to moderate exercise, mostly walking, and I'm implementing some other things. But when you are on a carnivore diet, you do not have to worry about so many other things that so many other diets make you worry about. And one of the big things that comes to mind is the overthinking. I feel like women are more overthinkers than guys. I'm not sure about that. Let me know in the comments what your opinion is about that. But if you are an overthinker and you want to do everything perfectly, and you want to look perfect, and you can't stand to look at yourself in the mirror naked, and you don't understand what has happened, why have you let yourself go after all these years? Well, you're not 20 anymore. You may not be 30 anymore. You may be in your 40s or 50s or 60s, 70s, or 80s. So this is like more mid-life stuff we're finding out. When we go to the doctor, when we found out we gained 10 pounds in the last year, how many years does it take to gain 50 pounds? 5 years. 10 pounds a year, 5 years, 50 pounds. That's like a lot of weight. So the reason people go on carnivore is usually for health reasons, not for weight loss reasons. That's just a side effect. And you do not have to be perfect to be on a carnivore lifestyle. You're just eating a lot more meat than you used to. You are putting protein first. This is a protein forward type of thinking. And like I said, we don't want to think too much anyway. So a lot of meat on your plate, on your dinner plate. I've been implementing a lot more eggs lately in my life because I realize it's a whole other category that I haven't been into in the last year, I have to be honest. From the source, not in a shake, not in a packaged food, but in the meat is where the protein lives. Your body is made up of protein. Protein or proteins are the building blocks of the human body. So there is nothing that you should prioritize more than protein in your health regime. Speaking on what's happened to me lately, guys, I got malignant melanoma, which is a skin cancer, a little mole. Get your moles checked. I was above it before I found out, you know what, maybe I should check this thing out. I checked it out. I beat it, guys. The cancer did not go inside my body. But if I was not on a carnivore lifestyle, I do not think I would be alive. And this is just very recently that this happened to me. A lot of other things happened to me too. I'll save that for another video. So keeping things natural so we don't need to rely on the medical system so heavily is what I want you to start thinking about, because you are a self-healer. Do you realize that the human body is supposed to, and does all the time, without you trying, make itself run properly? It balances out everything you put inside it. So let's put some good stuff inside it, some good fuel in our bodies so we can heal. A lot of people have come to a carnivore lifestyle or a keto lifestyle or a low carb lifestyle because of something traumatic where they have had to use the medical system and they start to pump you full of meds that don't seem to help very much. Now, they might take the edge off. They might help if you have really extreme trouble, but I'm going to ask you to consider today adding meat into your diet full of protein, because that is all your body is asking for. It's really all your body is asking for. And how many years, I want to ask you, have you let your body get out of control? Every time you've said yes to a drink or to medicine, over the counter and otherwise, or things that aren't great for you, like packaged foods, sugar being the biggest culprit of all. Do you know that Alzheimer's disease has a favorite fuel that it goes to first? Nobody wants Alzheimer's. Nobody wants to be that old person. I actually think we fear it even more than death, of being that old person who can't get their head right, can't remember something they said 2 seconds ago due to Alzheimer's or dementia. Dementia, Alzheimer's, and so many other diseases rely on sugar, refined sugar, and terrible substances like bad grains, which equal sugar in the body. They screw up your gut, the bad seed oils, and all of the fast food restaurants, and all of the carbs that are unnecessary for life. When your stomach is unbalanced, you got the Crips and the Bloods in your stomach, your gut microbiome, they are fighting for territory in your body so they can take over your brain, make you become demented. Early Alzheimer's starts, your memory starts to go, and then you even get a little bit crazy. And that is only due to your gut microbiome, your gut brain talking to your regular brain. There is a connection, guys. We can't always separate our bodies in the way that we do. This is not a machine. It is in a way because it runs. So if you want to think of your body as a machine, put the right fuel in it, and that's protein. So most people think a carnivore diet is very, very strict, and I am here to tell you it is not strict. If you love simplicity, there's a freedom in that. I've never wanted to go on a diet where I had to measure things. It's always bothered me. So I decided a carnivore lifestyle for me is better because I don't have to worry about measuring anything. I just have to worry about, am I eating protein first? Am I eating enough protein? I mean meat protein, seafood also is meat. First, on my plate. Everything else is secondary. I can add eggs almost like a side dish. I can add cream cheese, sour cream, and make little low-carb dips as a nice condiment, a sugarless condiment. And they're out there, guys. Chosen Foods avocado mayonnaise is not carnivore because it's made of avocado. But if there was one substance in the world that is good for you, that is not meat, besides eggs, it's going to be an avocado, in my opinion. It's right up there, so it's not going to hurt you for most people. So adding a little bit of vegetables here and there to make things more interesting can be fun. I have some cherry tomatoes. I throw them on the grill with my chicken or steak, and it does add a nice type of variety for someone like myself who likes a little bit of variety just for fun. But other than that, the overthinking goes away. You don't have to worry so much about measuring calories and getting on scales, and all of that goes away. Your life just becomes so much more simple. So a carnivore lifestyle, or a protein-forward way of eating, is basically an elimination diet. And they use these for very extreme cases where people are almost on their deathbed. And they must eliminate so many things from their diet just in case it is causing a problem with somebody's health. Now, there's no reported incidences that I know of where the carnivore diet has caused any harm to anybody because they are eating literally the cleanest way that they can eat on the planet in history ever that I know of. They have programmed us, guys, to think that the food pyramid is an actual basis for good nutrition. It's basically completely upside down. If you take the food pyramid and reverse it, you will see that they have it backwards. It's like, Misty, they say you need grains, they say you need fruits and tons of bread and crackers and all kinds of other things on the food pyramid. Like, since I was born, like, I've been reading this thing, and lots of cereal because they think there's a couple of vitamins in there. Yeah, I always thought it was weird because, like, there's so much sugar in cereal, but it's like heart healthy on the box, but there's colors that appeal to my eye, and I just want to grab that stuff. And all these energy drinks with all a list like this, full of ingredients. I know what the ingredients mean now. They've been lying to us all these years. I wish I knew this as a child. I wish my parents knew, but they didn't. And now they're all dying. And they won't listen to me because I'm their kid. I know. It's so annoying. My mom still eats bread. My father still eats ice cream. And he thinks it's okay. Another great reason to go on a carnivore diet or look at carnivore, maybe for the first time ever. First of all, watch some of my other videos. I'm in my 4th season and I could use a little bit of help, guys. So please like, share, subscribe, send it to a friend, and put on that notification bell because you don't want to miss out what I got coming this year. But one of the other reasons is because it's a shortcut. If you're anything like me, you love shortcuts. Now, this ties back to what I said earlier about being lazy. It's okay to be lazy when it comes to things that are simple. Back in the day, hunters and gatherers kept it very simple. You killed the animal for the protein meat to feed your children and yourself. There is nothing nefarious going on here. This is how we are supposed to thrive. Now, through the years, we've lost the touch with our food, and now it's a manufactured frankenfood. Just about everything you run into, unless you stick with meat, dairy, and eggs. Now, butter, I'm going to point out, is a secret weapon. I've come back around to enjoying my butter again. I'm laying a little more off the cheese, even though you can have cheese. Thank God, or I'd never do this diet. But I'm trying to replace the cheese I used to eat with a little more butter because it's a little bit better for you. Better, butter is better. Another great thing about living on a carnivore lifestyle is the clarity of mind. Tying this back to not wanting to be the old Alzheimer's patient in the back room of the house. This is where we become very vain. And I think this time it's a healthy vanity. And I will own that myself. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be the old person who's lost their mind because they've eaten too many crappy foods in their life or they haven't come to carnivore sooner. The sooner you start on this, the sooner you'll be able to lose your medications. Most people don't even need medication once they find out how easy it is to eat on a carnivore lifestyle. Meat, dairy, and eggs most of the time. You have a treat once in a while if you're a human being like me. You make it very infrequently. You can put it on your calendar. You can say, I'm going to do this only at Christmas, Thanksgiving, and my birthday every year, and the 4th of July. That you're going to have a real pizza with real bread. Now, you're not going to feel great after, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't try to see the difference. I say experiment just a little bit if you can, if it's not harmful, because you don't want to be yo-yo dieting. This is always the problem. This is a maintenance way to live. So the original 55 pounds I lost was from keto and carnivore in the last 6 years. I have not lost more than 55 pounds, except one time I lost 60 pounds total, only 5 pounds more. And I've gained that back on the scale. But my body looks totally different. Now, this is really hard for people to accept, and it's just one of the other side benefits that I love. When you eat fatty meats in your life, you are not hungry all day. Even if you ate a banana, you would still be hungry an hour later. So I experimented with some frozen bananas after my cancer episode, after I had it cut out. I'm good to go. I'm very proud of it. It was tough though, but I emotionally wanted something sweet. So I allowed a few frozen bananas in the last 2 months. Man, after I ate that banana, I swear I was hungry the rest of the day. So these are the things we have to watch out for, and it's a damn banana. It is on the natural side of things. But the banana we eat today is certainly not the banana it started out as. And that's for a different time. But what I'm trying to say is you will not be hungry in the same way you have been hungry in the past when you eat fatty meat. As a matter of fact, most of us who live a carnivore or keto lifestyle or a low carb lifestyle, we love eating OMAD. So what is OMAD? OMAD is 1 meal a day, OMAD. And it just feels very natural after a while for you to not be hungry all day. I literally can almost not eat twice a day. And I love that because it keeps me where I'm at. I want to keep going. I want to keep getting healthier. And although there have been some monkey wrenches in my last few months with the cancer scare, and having to go on high blood pressure medication during the scare. And I'm still on it now, just in case, until we know everything's completely gone and my stress levels are completely normal. Ooh, I hate taking blood pressure meds. I'm so mad about it. But I'm also accepting of it because I've screwed up for too many years, especially drinking alcohol. I just gave up alcohol when I started this journey. And I think keto and carnivore helped me tremendously stay away from that alcohol. And I feel that I might have screwed up my gut and my liver. So I have a long ways to go. So it will come possibly very naturally to you to just eat once a day. And there's so much less I have to worry about. I don't have to make side dishes. I don't have to keep cleaning dishes in the sink 3 times a day. I don't enjoy breakfast. I never really have enjoyed breakfast all that much. That's more for like on vacation. I might have breakfast when you're at a hotel or something like that and it's free. It's kind of tricky because you just got to pick out the meat and the eggs. And I'll occasionally have like a banana or some yogurt or something like that. But you got to be careful of the yogurt, people, because they put a lot of sugar in it. And they also put sweeteners in yogurt. Check out my recipes in the playlist. I will teach you how to make homemade yogurt. It is the funnest thing ever, especially if you have the time and the patience. And it will be the creamiest and the most decadent thing you have ever put in your mouth, I promise. Just keeping it simple, guys, is such a nice relief from the non-simplicity of everyday life, especially these days in 2024. So the simplicity is so wonderful. I have time to do so many more important things than think about food, clean dishes, or make side dishes. I've also added lots more meditation these days. I'm so grateful to be alive. God has spared me. That cancer could have got into my body, and I think because I eat so well, it didn't have a chance to. And they still had to cut it out. You know, I'm not like limitless here, but I've also added a lot more meditation. They're only 5 minutes at a time. I'm doing 5-minute meditations, and I'm going to be okay with that. So guys, I've been trying to get my parents to follow a carnivore lifestyle. I have 3 other siblings who could use some help in the health department, and all of us can stand to be healthier. So I do think it's very, very important, if you look into a protein-forward lifestyle, that you include 7 cups of water a day, 7 hours of sleep a day, some form of activity a day, and a little bit of spiritual practice, and I mean in the way of prayer, meditation. I'm not trying to convince you of anything, but I want to talk about how people are just really set against the betterment of their health, starting from a natural standpoint, because they're not used to it. I actually have a very optimistic opinion that they're going to have no choice in the medical industry but to turn to natural things. There's nothing I can say today to make you start on a carnivore diet or a keto diet or start reading labels on packaged foods that you've loved your whole life. You're eating them for emotional reasons. They make you feel good emotionally. We don't even really know what it feels like to feel good physically until we do. So your normal may be someone else's new normal. And my new normal is sticking with protein as the whole entire reason I'm eating and the whole entire reason my body is doing good things for itself. And so some people might look at Misty, myself, and say, well, Misty, you're still chubby. Like, why are you doing such an extreme diet? It's for health. It's for my organs first that must heal themselves from all of the bad addictions in my past, all of the bad behavior, drinking every night, every weekend. I mean, I know that couldn't have done much for my organs, especially my gut. So when the Crips and the Bloods, the gut microbiome, the bugs in your stomach, are fighting for territory, it becomes very obvious if you still have a fat gut who's winning, the bad guys. But you're the good guy. You're the good guy, and you're here for a reason. And adding just a little bit of effort every day, something different, taking micro actions, is going to do so many wonders for you. You are going to want to stay with it. Just taking bread out of your diet this week might be the one thing that gets you to realize that you are in control of healing your own body. Our bodies were meant to heal themselves. Who knows how long we're supposed to live? I have a feeling we're supposed to live twice as long as anyone thinks, at least. Maybe even more. But I'm a little out there. So I want to express a very special thank you to all of my subscribers. Mwah, I love you. This is Love Style. Welcome home to Love Style. I hope you feel comfortable here. Please ask me anything in the comments. Please let me know something you've done recently or not recently, anytime, to improve things in your life, whether diets or lifestyle changes or your art. I want to know it all. I want to know something about you today. We also want to thank you for listening to Black Eyed Soul. That's our band. Andrew and I record right here in this room, and our new album just dropped. There is a really nice write-up about our album. We're very, very pleased with it on Ink 19. So look up Ink 19. It's an online magazine. And check us out there if you want to read our review. Or add an album to your cart on Amazon. It's as simple as that. Black Eyed Soul. Your body knows how to heal itself. Just look around. Look at animals. There is a place for medicine, but it does not have to be the end-all be-all to your life. You don't have to take 12 pills a day to exist healthfully and enjoy this life, this gift that has been given to you. Let's make the best of it. And the story is important. Let's make it a happy ending. Why do we love books? Why do we love movies? Because of the journey. We want to see how they got themselves out of the muck. And that always makes a story nice when it ends well. So let's do that for ourselves, shall we? And also watch my other videos. There's plenty to choose from. I've been talking about a carnivore lifestyle, a low-carb lifestyle for a long time now because I am so passionate about it. I think it saved my life. And for that, I am grateful. Thank you for tuning into Love Style today. Share, please like, please comment, and come back to me when you need advice, either in the comments or just watch another video, and I probably will answer your question naturally, because we love it natural here. Peace out.